Picture for a moment that every struggle you face, every fear, every self-doubt, is not just an obstacle to conquer, but a map guiding you to your true purpose. Consider this. What if the key to understanding who you are and what you're meant to do lies within the very parts of yourself you've sought to suppress, deny, or ignore? Today we'll delve into one of the most transformative concepts in psychology and philosophy, Carl Jung's theory of the shadow. This isn't a lesson in abstract ideas. It's an exploration of profound truths that have the power to reshape your life. By the end of this journey, you won't just understand the shadow. You'll uncover how it holds the secret to your purpose, your potential, and ultimately, your freedom. Carl Jung, a pioneer of depth psychology, proposed that the shadow represents the unconscious aspects of ourselves, the traits, desires, and facets of our personality that we deem unacceptable or shameful. Yet paradoxically, this very shadow contains the seeds of our greatest strengths and a blueprint for a life of meaning. Think about it. How often do we shy away from certain thoughts or behaviors because they make us uncomfortable? How often do we harshly judge others for traits we secretly recognize within ourselves? As Jung insightfully observed, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. The shadow is not merely about darkness, it is also about potential. It encompasses the energy we bury because we are afraid or ashamed to confront it. Reflect for a moment. Are there parts of yourself you strive to hide, even from your own awareness? Perhaps it's a fear of failure, a persistent envy, or a desire you've dismissed as impractical or wrong. What if these facets of yourself weren't flaws to be eradicated, but messages waiting to be understood? Jung believed that confronting the shadow enables us to integrate it into conscious awareness, a process he called individuation. This journey of becoming whole requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to step into the unknown. It's not an easy path, but the rewards are profound. Jung described individuation as the process of discovering your true self, not just the persona you present to the world, but the complete, authentic being that embraces both light and shadow. Consider mythology's enduring heroes. Each one faces their own darkness as part of their transformative journey. Hercules, for instance, battled not only external monsters, but also his own rage and flaws. Similarly, Luke Skywalker in Star Wars had to confront the darkness within himself before he could truly embody the role of a Jedi. These stories mirror our psychological journeys, challenging us to ask, are we ready to face the parts of ourselves we've been running from, and learn what they're trying to teach us? Jung's philosophy teaches that the shadow isn't an enemy, but a guide. It communicates through dreams, fears, and our relationships. Have you ever had recurring dreams, or felt an inexplicable attraction or aversion to someone or something? These are often messages from your shadow. The process of working with it begins with awareness. Pay close attention to intense emotional reactions. They often indicate parts of yourself you've hidden away. The next step is acceptance, which doesn't mean acting on every impulse, but acknowledging these hidden parts without judgment. Imagine the freedom of no longer fearing your flaws, but seeing them as tools for growth. By embracing your whole self, you unlock authenticity and confidence. Let's deepen this understanding by exploring projection, a concept central to Jung's shadow theory. When we disown parts of ourselves, we often perceive those traits in others, amplifying our reactions to them. For instance, if you feel inadequate, you might criticize others for appearing overconfident or dismiss those who excel where you struggle. Projection is not a psychological quirk, it's a mirror, reflecting unacknowledged parts of yourself. Jung captured this eloquently. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of others. When we face the parts of ourselves we've hidden, we stop wasting energy suppressing them. That energy can then be directed toward creativity and purpose. History is filled with examples of individuals who transform their shadows into profound contributions. Frida Kahlo channeled her pain into art that resonated deeply with others, while Martin Luther King Jr. turned his righteous anger into a movement that shaped the world. As you reflect on your life, consider, are there dreams or passions you've abandoned because they seemed too risky or impractical? What if these were the very expressions of your true self, waiting to be embraced? The journey of integrating the shadow doesn't only transform you, it transforms your relationships and the world around you. Recognizing and owning your shadow fosters empathy and compassion. When you cease projecting your fears and insecurities onto others, conflicts diminish, understanding deepens, and connections become more genuine. Finally, embracing your shadow aligns you with your true purpose. Purpose isn't something external to be discovered. It arises from within, from living in harmony with your whole self. As Jung said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. The shadow is not a curse, but a gift. It holds the keys to your authenticity, creativity, and purpose. By confronting and integrating it, you reclaim the energy once spent denying it. You step into a life of wholeness, authenticity, and profound inner peace. The journey is lifelong and requires courage, but its rewards are immeasurable, not just for yourself, but for humanity. The shadow reminds us of our shared humanity. By embracing it, we not only heal ourselves, but also contribute to a more conscious, compassionate world. Take the first step today. Look within and ask, what is my shadow trying to teach me? The journey may be challenging, but it is the path to your highest potential and your greatest freedom.